watched another 2 hours of Queendom, so you don't have to. Episode 2. Okay, so the episode begins with a montage of all the groups getting their first wins and being very emotional while they're talking about themselves and what they want to achieve through Queendom. Then we cut back right where we left off after episode 1 with Hyolyn's performance, and Kepler are gonna go right after her, and they tell her how great her performance is, and they're just very in awe of Hyolyn, and not just Kepler but like everybody in the competition is, and I really can't blame them because Hyolyn really set the standard with her performance. Kepler then says that they want to be recognized by Hyolyn, especially since she chose them as her rival. Taeyeon then calls Kepler monster rookies when she's about to invite them on stage for the performance, and Vivi's jokes that no, they are the monster rookies or monsters idol, which it's just like Vivi's are so entertaining. Like Vivi's are the reason why Queendom is like fun to watch for me at least. And then in Kepler's segment, they get the sad edit where they are reading articles about themselves being on Queendom, and then they come across one headline or one article where it talks about how Mnet is trying way hard to push them, and I know that there was a lot of bad feelings about Kepler joining Queendom, and for me personally, my frustration had more to do with the fact that instead of releasing music, they are being forced to compete in a survival show. If they want to do it, then that's amazing, but if they don't want to do it, is what I have a problem with. The girls get really, really sad about how people are reacting to them being on Queendom, and that they will likely get special treatment because they are Mnet's daughters. And the girls say that they will really work hard to prove themselves and that they will practice really, really hard. There's just a lot of tension, like whether this performance will be good or not. And the performance happened, and I personally thought it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it way more than most people I've noticed. And after Kepler, we have Brave Girls, and they talk about in their segment about how mad and sad they are that no one chose them as their rivals. The girls think about performing Rollin' because no other song of theirs is as well known as Rollin', because every time people see Brave Girls, they're like, Rollin', Rollin', Rollin'. So yes, the Brave Girls, yeah, they talk about how they want to show a different side to them, and they also consider performing Chimarabam. I swear, the name of the song I always forget. And they also talk about how they want to make the intro really impactful, and then the performance happened, and you guys I think know my opinions on it, but let's just say it's my least favorite performance of the bunch. I don't think it's a bad performance. Like the girls, they are incredibly talented and their vocals were popping off. However, it wasn't for me. I personally did not love it. So it's just, and I feel like it was such a missed opportunity for them to not perform Rollin' during majority of the performance, because you saw how hyped everyone got when they performed Rollin' out of the blue. Then after Brave Girls, you have wjsn. My girls, the group that I'm rooting for, wjsn. And they talk about how they feel like they are behind as they don't have that one song that everyone associates them with. I personally think wjsn's signature song is Secret, so they think about performing As You Wish because it's a song that they're very proud of, and I think it also did well on the charts for them. But then it's revealed that one of the members, Unsa, unfortunately got COVID, and without her it was really, really hard, and I feel really bad for wjsn because Unsa got COVID, and then you also have Dawon who took a hiatus, and Bona, who is arguably the most popular member, cannot be in the show because she's filming for her drama. Unsa does her best to practice with COVID by herself, and she really is the best. Like, I had COVID and I can't imagine, practicing for something like that with it. So yes, and the performance happened and it was stunning to say the least. But at the end of the performance, it's revealed that the hourglass in the performance, it broke, and because the sand fell on the ground became like really slippery and hard to dance on. Like, my god, the fact that something went wrong and I didn't even notice. I thought that was part of the performance. I think it's interesting that the best performance of this episode were the performance where something had to go wrong, like first with Hyolyn and her heels, and now this, which is interesting. And then Unsa also cried because of the hourglass that broke, and because she said that she couldn't practice hard enough, and all the girls were really upset with the performance, and I just felt so bad for them and I just wanted to be there for wjsn and tell them that they did a fantastic job and they didn't need to cry. And then Taeyeon says that the people in the audience must vote for the two teams they liked the best, and then we get a moment of Unsa and Shinbi flirting. I swear, wjsn Vivi's, they are keeping this show entertaining. Then everybody is shocked to find out that Hyolyn's heels apparently broke during the performance. And after that, Taeyeon says that the winner of the first round will have a great advantage, and the total points you can get for this round is 10,000 points. First, the results of the self-assessment is revealed, which counts for 1,000 points. So each team must pick one team that they think is below them. If they want, they can pick one team's performance which is better than theirs. So first we have Vivi's, and they didn't pick any team above them, but they did pick one team below them, which is wjsn. Unso and Shinbi then also have this funny moment where Unso just grabs Shinbi and it's like, come over here, Shinbi, let's have a chat. Let's have a quick chat about this. WJSM also did not choose any team above them, and the team they chose below them was Kepler, and of course Kepler were devastated with this. Then you have Hyolyn, who picked Vivi's as someone also below them. Then you have Kepler, who chose Hyolyn as someone above them, and Vivi as someone below them. And Brave Girls, oh my god, I feel so bad for them. Brave Girls are basically getting ignored in this show because no one is choosing them to be above or below them. I feel like I was like Brave Girls during high school. Like, nobody noticed me. I was just there. I was just there. Like, nobody hated me, nobody loved me. I was just there. Of course, I don't mean this in a bad way. I think it's interesting. Then Brave Girls also didn't choose anybody above them, but they did choose Vivi's as someone below them. So meaning Vivi's got the most votes for, a group where everybody thought they were below them. So yeah. And then after that, the rank is revealed for the self-assessment. So first we have Hyolyn, second we have Brave Girls, third we have Kepler / WJSN, fourth is Vivi's, fifth is Luna, and then we get the global results with first being Hyolyn, second being WJSN, third being Vivi's, fourth being Kepler, fifth being Brave Girls, and sixth being Luna. And then finally the winners are announced with sixth being Luna, fifth being Brave Girls, fourth being Kepler, third being Vivi's, second being WJS, and I literally screamed when I learned that the girls were second, and first being Hyolyn. Like, no shock there, and she got a perfect score, which was so well deserved. Luna, unfortunately, were not eligible for this round, but they still got a chance to perform, and I'm glad that they at least got to do that, because I'm pretty sure a lot of hard work and sweat was put into it. And I was happy with the results. Like, I'm happy that the best performance of this episode were rewarded, and it did not end up being a popularity contest. A lot of the things that I don't like about Queendom, like the previous season, it was all a popularity contest. It's like, the bigger the fandom, the better chances you had of winning. It had nothing to do with how good the performance was. So I'm glad that in this case, in the first round at least, the best performances were chosen, because Hyolyn I don't think has as big of a fandom as compared to, let's say, Luna or Kepler, like active fandom, but I'm glad Hyolyn still won. And then the next round is the cover song round, which is my personal favorite and is the main reason I look forward to Queendom, Kingdom, or these shows. So Hyolyn chose Luna, and this is surprising, but I'm excited to see how it turns out. Like, I want to see how Hyolyn does a Luna song. WJSN chose Vivi's, meaning Brave Girls will cover Kepler and vice versa, which is such an odd pairing. Like, it's hard to imagine Kepler doing Brave Girls and Brave Girls doing Kepler, but I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that's what you missed on Queendom.